was going to say, when I had to travel for my surgery on the Titanic, took me forever to get there.
Welcome to BustmobTV. In the spirit of living our life with intention, me and Gretta Nance found some time in our day to pause, grab some coffee, and chat about what's going on inside Bustmob. We'll answer some questions, spend some time with a special guest, and share ways to be more intentional in your daily life. Hop on in.
We're here.
Jenny's still sore from yoga 2 days ago, so
I think it was 3 days
it took her a little longer to get
you're
in
right.
the car today.
My hips are on fire.
Where'd your coffee go all of a sudden? That was a quick one.
Sucked it down pretty quick.
Welcome to BustmobTV.
Yes, we're here again. We're going to talk about what's going on inside of Bustmob, answer some of your questions, and things that we're being intentional about with our Wheel of Life.
All right, well, what are we talking about then? There was a lot of Bustmobby combos, but there was a Bustmobby, Mobby. There was one specifically that I loved because I'm watching a little bit too much Netflix right now, and there's so many good shows.
Yes.
But what did she say? Something like, hey, what should I binge watch during my recovery? Like, help me.
It was the perfect question. 400 women have been commenting, and I'm like, thank God, because one, I'm not having surgery, but two, I have no shows to watch. So for me, even if you're not having surgery soon, that was a great thread to go through. It was things like Handmaid's Tale. I did not watch that.
Traumatizing and
but you
wonderful.
did. I put Schitt's Creek because that's what I watched when I recovered, because I wanted something light and funny, and I didn't want to laugh too hard, but I loved that thread because everyone can relate to it.
Yeah. There's too many shows for you actually to choose from. So it's always good to get a good recommendation. And Bustmob babes understand each other. And so that was really cool that we're helping each other out in what to watch as well.
What show are you watching?
Well, I will always do Schitt's Creek as a rerun too, but we just finished Squid Games.
You did?
Not sure I can recommend that one. Disturbing and horrifying.
Did you know that was the number one show? The most watched show ever on Netflix?
That scares me that is what's going on in this world, but I also couldn't stop watching. It was like a train wreck. But Ted Lasso, if you want a nice light, it's very inspirational. That's a good one. That one's on Apple TV.
I just watched the Brittany Murphy documentary.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Who's Brittany Murphy?
What? The girl from Uptown Girl.
She died.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a lot. She died like 10 years ago or something, right?
Yes.
I do remember her. She was an actress.
She was in Clueless.
Yes. More rambling. I should have brought a prop. A cigarette prop. No. Well, because smoking, is a topic sometimes in Bustmob about safety and what can I. Now we have lots of options, and a lot of times, hey, I'm not here to judge. I smoked cigarettes too long in my life.
Me too.
And I was allowed to during my breast dog.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, totally. That was fine back in the day. I mean, this was in the 40s. I smoked a pipe. No, just kidding.
A corn-cob pipe. It was interesting because I've heard of vapes where you could not put nicotine in it, but I wasn't 100% sure. And then I saw the thread going in Bustmob about it. And I know it can be really hard for people to stop smoking 2 weeks before surgery. So I saw the thread, and some girl in there said that there was, what's it called? I had to write it down. Never heard of it. Halo? Like,
H-E-L-L-O.
Yeah.
H-E-Y-L-O.
Apparently they make nicotine-free vapes. So it kind of gives you the oral stimulation. I don't know what you call it. But it makes you feel like you're smoking even though you're not. So you don't have that nicotine in your system, because a lot of places will test you for nicotine because it can affect your wound healing. And you want your wounds to heal properly. Yeah. So no nicotine.
Okay, so I got some questions from Bustmob too.
Can't wait to hear them.
Well, I'm sure that you will have to wait because I never can do this right.
I have seen so many women in here travel for surgery. I would love to hear what made them decide to do that.
Travel surgery. She sounds cute.
She does. I was a travel patient before I worked here, which I thought was cool. I actually documented it. I flew here from Nashville, Tennessee, and here being Raleigh, and had my surgery with Dr. Pyle, and I documented it. So it's very easy to do. It's very conducive. And we have actually made a plan to help you travel for surgery.
Because you might not have someone you love in your area. Like, depending on where you are, or if you go to consultations and you still don't find someone you love, like, the world is much smaller these days with, you can do virtual consultations and you might find someone who's not close by. Like, I'm not a big fan of, like, travel tourism, surgery tourism.
Yeah, where you go out of the country and all that stuff.
But if you can safely easily fly somewhere to someone you love and
Who's
then
board certified.
stay in the right amount of time that the surgeon wants you to, and then have a plan for follow-ups, it can be a great option.
Yeah. So we actually had a patient fly here for surgery at Amelia. Where'd she live? The
Virgin Islands.
How cool is
I
that?
know. Probably not a lot of surgeons out there, so I can understand.
So we got to interview her, so we should check that out.
My name's Naomi. I traveled all the way from the U.S. Virgin Islands to have breast lift, breast augmentation, and tummy tuck from Amelia Aesthetics here in Raleigh. I'm a boat captain in the Virgin Islands, and it's my job to go on vacation. So every day I'm in bikinis, I'm swimming, I'm out in public, and I just am not happy and have never been happy with how my body looks in a bathing suit, and it affects even my ability to do my job because I'm always self-conscious and worried about, my body when I should be worried about my guests and their experience. So I did this for body confidence and to, just sort of make my life more functional. My surgery is scheduled for 10:15 this morning. Dr. Routon said it'll take about 2.5 hours. I'm staying at a local hotel here in Raleigh close to the airport. It's a suite that has a full kitchen. I've meal prepped and has couches and everything that I need so I can just rest, and I'm gonna be here for about a week. I came to Raleigh because I wanted to make sure that I went to a place that really emphasized education and support, especially in aftercare, and Amelia really has all of those things and ticks all those boxes for me. I'm most excited post-surgery to just have that confidence, to not have to worry about what I look like or what other people are thinking, and to just know that I look good and feel good, and to not have to worry about it and can just get about the business of living my life and having a great time. Hi there, I am 9 weeks post-surgery now, and everything is healed up really well. Everything looks and feels amazing. I'm back to life as I know it. I returned to work. I'm on my boat. I've been diving and snorkeling and doing all the activities, and it's been amazing. I'm so glad that I traveled to Amelia Aesthetics. Dr. Routon and her staff are incredible and really understood what I wanted out of the surgery and the unique challenges I had in this job and lifestyle, and they were so accommodating. I find that it was a super good fit for me to travel to see them because of those reasons. And I would strongly recommend other people do too. The team there is really incredible. I'm so grateful to everything that they have done for me. And here's to living in the Caribbean, looking awesome.
So I love how easy it is now to be a travel patient.
It is.
Like, you can go to askamelia.com/travel, and we've tried to make it as easy as possible. You have virtual consultations, and we just kind of mapped out like where to stay and all that stuff. And you get $500 off for being a travel patient to help with the cost of travel and lodging and all of that stuff.
So cool.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Well, I wore the wrong shirt for this question. I was feeling very fall-like, but then listen to this question that I thought we had to play because 'tis the season. There's your hint.
Tis.
I want to get my mom some skincare for Christmas, but I'm not really sure where to start. Help me!
It's the season.
It
Somebody
is.
posted there's like less than 70 days or
Oh
something
my
like that
gosh,
until Christmas.
Don't do that to
But
me.
it's still Halloween up
Yeah.
in here. But it is the time to start thinking about it.
It is.
With all the shipping issues and all of that this year too, it's going to be more important than ever that you do not wait till mid-December to do your Christmas shopping.
Yeah. Well,
And moms want skincare.
Yes, they
So
do.
we have a great option for stocking stuffers
That's
for
right.
you. Okay.
make sure you know your mom's skin type too, so you get the right stuff.
If she wants skincare, you could even send her the link to do the virtual consultation first and then buy some things from her cart. But another thing I think I'm going to do for a bunch of the moms in my life this year. So, like for example, Hyalus is a great product. I love it. It's great for so many different skin tones and types. But I mean, this is expensive. So now we have the baby version. So I wanted to show you comparison-wise. We have like stocking stuffer kits of
Love it.
our favorite products that you can buy the entire kind of starter kit, or you can just buy one or two of Mom's favorite thing. I mean, these bottles just always are beautiful. They look really
They are
nice
pretty.
and high end.
I love that stuff too. I use it every day.
Yeah, this is
twice
a great
day.
one, the Hyalus. So you can check that out at realsimpleskin.com. And almost all the products you can choose. Do I want the full size or do I want the smaller size? And it's still a good 30 to 45 days of product, depending on how much you use. So that is a big recommendation for me, for your moms, for
mama.
Christmas. Ignore my pumpkins.
Don't look at my pumpkins.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Wheel of Life.
Moving on from Netflix to Halloween to Christmas, we got to be intentional about our lives right now. Yes, so what are you working on?
Working on this.
What is
You
this?
can't see it.
Mm-mm.
It's my Wheel of Life. Oh, you can see it back here.
Mhm.
You can see it like that. So we always talk about the Wheel of Life, especially if you join us for Brunch Club on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday
Big
on
fan.
Bustmob's Instagram. But we always talk about different areas of our Wheel of Life. And I realized it's been like 9 months since we like revamped
It
ours.
was like January where we really did it. Which is a great
10
time to do
months.
one in the beginning of a year,
Yeah.
but you do need to revisit.
Yeah, like seasons change, like things change, your goals change. And based on like what I did in January, I've hit a lot of those goals. So it's like, well, now I need new ones. So I sat down this week and I printed off a new Wheel of Life, the one that Bustmob Jessie did from, was that last week? What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, last week she was on Brunch Club and she'd never done a Wheel of Life, which was cool. And so she showed me all the things that she did with hers and it really inspired me like, man, I need more high-level goals to hit, especially going into the new year. I want to be prepared. Head of the game. So some of my wheel, like spokes of my wheel, is completely different now. Like, and I've added some new things. And I know we were talking about romance being a new one
We're going to do Shark Week,
on
Romance Week.
which is really exciting because for you, it was like marriage.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's such a broad category. So like, I like that we're narrowing down like each thing. So for me, I wanted to be more intentional about what does romance look like in my life.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I've tried to put some goals in like no phones on the couch or having a hobby together, trying to figure out what that looks like for me and then setting high level goals for it, which I haven't done yet. But I'm really pumped about my new Wheel of Life.
It never gets old. It makes so much sense. And I know we've harped on it. Shark Week. I am excited about that because then we get to dive deeper.
Yeah.
But basically, all of our wheels of life can look different. And you're making me want to reevaluate mine. But it's funny, I started reading this book a couple days ago, which has been in my list, and I wish I would have read it sooner because now I'm totally pumped about it. You know, kind of the father of the Wheel of Life was Zig Ziglar. He really dove into this whole thing and wrote multiple books about there are 7 pieces or facets of your life, you know, religion, health, finances, that you cannot achieve success without having good habits in each one. And so I love just that simple breakdown. Like it's a very clear pie piece and you can't just eliminate one piece of your pie and expect to have
family
a successful life. Well, he died. He was old and he was great.
Zig Ziglar died?
Yeah.
Oh, I
He
didn't
was
know
pretty
that.
old. But his son, Tom Ziglar, has a book. And he's like, okay, so I grew up living and breathing this wheel of life. And now I'm in my 50s. Now here's my interpretation of it. And he basically, the entire book premise is the goal to success or the secret to success is change many bad habits to many good habits. And you will completely transform your life. And I love this whole concept. He said his dad taught him this too, which is like hurricanes and earthquakes get all the credit for destroying houses, yet termites destroy 90 times the amount of houses
That's a good point.
by taking the teeniest, tiniest bites consistently. And he's like, if all of you do is you don't need to come in. Nobody can change their life in a big, huge, I'm going to cut out all of this and I'm going to lose 100 pounds and I'm going to start running a marathon. Like, nobody does that. But teeny tiny termite bites can turn your life around. So the book is awesome. It's called Choose to Win by Tom Ziglar. And so he's the CEO of the Zig Ziglar Corporation now.
Makes sense.
And it is transform your life one simple choice at a time.
I like that.
I think there's so many neat family and personal goal setting or life setting ideas out there. The Wheel of Life is just a simple visual one that can be, just like you said, with family or personal. So, and in the center, you've got to figure out your why, you know, too. So those are good family conversations. What are we about?
So we challenge you, fill out a Wheel of Life. Read that book. Choose to Win
by Tom Ziglar.
You know what? Maybe I'll read that one.
I'm
don't have
literally
one right now.
only on chapter 3 and I'm obsessed.
We've been talking a lot.
I know. But we've got a lot of goals and we've got a lot of exciting things going on. And we love serving you guys and we love taking some time out to see how we can make each other's lives better and your life better.
So check us out on Brunch Club at 11 o'clock Eastern, Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Bustmob's Instagram. We dive more deep into the Wheel of Life, different topics. Shark Week coming up on romance and what that looks like. So I'm really excited about that. But we got to get back in Bustmob.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. To join Bustmob, shop for swag, or follow me and Greta on social, click the links below. See you next time.